Real Madrid trembles into the final of the Spanish Super Cup. Real Madrid have won the right to the final of the Spanish Super Cup in an unconvincing way. They overcame Valencia with a score of 4-3 in the penalty shootout, after the two teams drew 1-1 in regular time. Real continued to show less impressive performance, since club football returned after a month of having to give way to the 2022 World Cup finals. After a struggling victory over the furry team Casareno in the King's Cup, Spain, Real lost to Villarreal 1-2 in the round of 16 of La Liga and recently only surpassed Valencia in a penalty shootout to reach the final of the Spanish Super Cup. The match against Valencia once again showed the weakness of Real. Despite playing with the strongest squad, they still struggled against the army of coach Gennaro Gattuso. In particular, the attack of the Royal football team continued to show worrying signs. Real launched a total of 16 shots towards Valencia's goal, but only scored one goal from the penalty spot. It feels like since 2023, Real's attacking stars have all declined. Returning from injury, Benzema is in a rather volatile form. The 2022 Golden Ball only played well in the first half in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup with Valencia, and then clearly lost its strength. Apart from the successful penalty kick in the 39th minute, he generally failed to meet expectations. Vinicius Jr. is even worse. He was like an invisible man on the pitch in front of Valencia's tight and disciplined defense. In an interview after the match, coach Carlo Ancelotti said that Real won by luck. The Italian strategist expressed his dissatisfaction with the home team's strikers. "It's not that they're not physically fit," he said. "We still pressed the pitch, still created chances, but couldn't score. There's something wrong with Real's attack that I can't explain myself." It must be recalled that this is the third game in a row since the turn of 2023, Real only scored one goal. This is in stark contrast to the previous destructive performance of the Royal team. In addition to the decline of the strikers, part of the reason is that Real's midfield is no longer maintaining good form. Both Luka Modric and Toni Kroos are quite faint in the role of assist in recent matches of the white team. It is not an exaggeration to say that, in the match in Saudi Arabia yesterday morning, Real trembled into the final of the Spanish Super Cup. They let Valencia equalize very quickly with Samuel Lino's goal, just minutes after striker Benzema opened the scoring from the penalty spot. In the following minutes of the second half, Real's goal was constantly wobbling before Valencia's counterattacks. Without the excellence of goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois in the woodwork with at least 2 saves, Real would not be able to hold out for 90 minutes against Gattuso's men. Real is aiming to win the 6th treble. But if they continue to show their current form, it is not excluded that they will soon be disillusioned. Needless to say, despite reaching the final, Ancelotti's students still have many challenges to overcome in the Spanish Super Cup. Because their upcoming opponent is most likely rival Barca, the team will play against Real Betis in the remaining semi-final. Courtois had carefully studied his opponent. In an interview after becoming the hero of the penalty shootout, Real Madrid goalkeeper Courtois said, "We did not practice for the penalty shootout scenario. But before the game against Valencia, I studied the tapes of some penalty kick situations of the opposing players. That is the secret to helping Courtois beat Jose Gaya on the 11m mark."